Porsche is often celebrated as a symbol of luxury, performance, and automotive excellence. Founded in 1931 by Ferdinand Porsche in Stuttgart, Germany, the brand has crafted some of the most iconic sports cars in history, including the 911, the Cayenne, and the Boxster. However, beneath its polished exterior lies a history fraught with disturbing connections to the Nazi regime, controversies surrounding its corporate practices, and ongoing debates over environmental responsibility. This article delves into the complex and often troubling history of Porsche, exploring its roots, its entanglements with unethical practices, and its evolution in the modern era. Porsche's story begins with its founder, Ferdinand Porsche, an engineer with a passion for automobiles. In 1934, he was commissioned by Adolf Hitler to design a people's car, Volkswagen, that would be affordable for the average German citizen. This car would become the Volkswagen Beetle, one of the best-selling cars in history. The Porsche company, initially a consultancy, found itself inextricably linked to the Nazi regime from the outset. During the Nazi era, Porsche played a significant role in the automotive industry, leveraging the regime's demands for military vehicles. The company produced the Porsche Type 64, which was intended for the Berlin-Rome race, but ultimately became a military vehicle during World War II. Ferdinand Porsche's ties to the Nazis not only shaped the company's early direction, but also set a precedent for the company's controversial history. As World War II escalated, Porsche's production facilities shifted focus from civilian cars to military vehicles, including the famed Tiger tank. This transition was accompanied by a dark chapter in the company's history: the use of forced labor. Porsche, like many other German manufacturers of the time, utilized concentration camp prisoners and forced laborers to meet production demands. Historical records indicate that thousands of forced laborers worked in the Porsche factories, enduring inhumane conditions. After the war, Ferdinand Porsche was arrested and imprisoned for several months by French authorities, partly due to these practices. Although he was later released and went on to rebuild the company, the legacy of these actions has cast a long shadow over Porsche's history. After World War II, Porsche had to rebuild its reputation and operations from the ground up. In 1948, the company introduced the Porsche 356, designed by Ferdinand's son, Ferdinand Ferry Porsche. The 356 was a success, establishing Porsche as a serious player in the sports car market. However, as the company grew, it faced several challenges, including financial difficulties and management struggles. In the 1960s, Porsche found stability by introducing the iconic 911. The 911 became a symbol of performance and luxury, helping to solidify Porsche's place in the automotive world. Yet, the brand's corporate culture and governance faced scrutiny during this time. The family-run nature of the company led to power struggles, with various family members vying for control and influence. As the automotive industry evolved in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, Porsche faced new challenges, particularly regarding environmental concerns. The increasing awareness of climate change and the automotive industry's role in it has led to a growing demand for more sustainable practices. Despite this, Porsche has been criticized for its focus on high-performance gas-powered vehicles. The launch of the Porsche Cayenne in 2002 marked a significant shift for the brand. The Cayenne, a luxury SUV, contributed to Porsche's financial success, but also drew criticism from environmentalists and purists who believed it deviated from the company's sports car heritage. Critics argued that the Cayenne's production and fuel consumption contradicted the global push for sustainability. In 2015, the Volkswagen emissions scandal, also known as Dieselgate, further tainted Porsche's reputation. The scandal involved Volkswagen's use of defeat devices in diesel engines to cheat emissions tests, leading to widespread backlash and legal consequences. Although Porsche was not directly implicated in the scandal, the company's close ties to Volkswagen meant that the fallout affected its image. Many questioned the ethical implications of Porsche's association with a company that engaged in such deceptive practices. In response to mounting criticism and changing consumer preferences, Porsche has made strides towards sustainability in recent years. The introduction of the Porsche Taycan, an all-electric sports car, represents a significant shift in the company's strategy. The Taycan aims to combine the brand's performance heritage with the demands of an environmentally conscious market. Despite this positive development, questions remain regarding the sustainability of the entire production process, including the sourcing of materials for electric vehicles. The mining of lithium, cobalt, and other materials essential for electric vehicle batteries raises concerns about environmental degradation and human rights violations in producing countries. Critics argue that automakers, including Porsche, must do more to address these issues and ensure ethical sourcing practices. The issue of labor practices continues to be a concern for Porsche and other automakers in the modern era. As globalization has led to increased outsourcing and production in lower-cost countries, questions about working conditions and fair wages have come to the forefront. Reports of labor violations and unsafe working conditions in factories producing Porsche parts have surfaced, drawing scrutiny from labor rights advocates. Porsche's commitment to ethical labor practices has been tested in various countries where it sources materials and components. The company has made efforts to address these concerns, but the complexities of global supply chains make it challenging to ensure ethical practices at every level. The potential for exploitation and unethical treatment of workers remains a pressing issue for Porsche and the automotive industry as a whole. Porsche's brand image has long been built on its legacy of high performance and engineering excellence. The marketing strategies employed by the company have often focused on the heritage of racing, emphasizing the performance aspects of its vehicles. However, this focus has sometimes overshadowed the ethical and historical implications of its past. The early marketing campaigns highlighted the success of Porsche vehicles in motorsport, including victories at the 24 Hours of Le Mans and Formula One. This racing pedigree contributed to the allure of the brand, reinforcing the notion that Porsche vehicles were not just cars but high-performance machines built for enthusiasts. The introduction of the Cayenne in 2002 marked a pivotal moment for Porsche. While the Cayenne proved to be a commercial success, it also sparked a debate about the brand's identity. Purists argued that the Cayenne's presence diluted Porsche's image as a sports car manufacturer, leading to concerns about the brand's commitment to its roots. Critics of luxury SUVs often highlight their environmental impact, particularly in terms of fuel consumption and emissions. The luxury SUV market has grown significantly, leading to a proliferation of high-performance vehicles that prioritize power and size over efficiency. While Porsche has made strides to improve the Cayenne's efficiency, critics argue that the move toward SUVs undermines the company's legacy. As Porsche moves into the future, it faces the dual challenge of maintaining its luxury and performance reputation while addressing pressing concerns of sustainability and ethical practices. The brand's legacy is a tapestry woven with achievements, controversies, and the shadow of its past connections to the Nazi regime. Porsche's history serves as a reminder of the complexities of the automotive industry, where technological advancements and ethical considerations often clash. The company's journey reflects the broader societal issues of labor rights, environmental responsibility, and corporate accountability. As consumers become increasingly aware of these issues, their expectations of luxury brands like Porsche are changing. The introduction of the Porsche Taycan signals a significant shift in the company's direction. The Taycan not only aims to capture the electric vehicle market, but also seeks to uphold Porsche's reputation for high performance. However, the transition to electric vehicles is not without its challenges. The automotive industry as a whole is grappling with issues related to battery production, including resource extraction and recycling processes. Porsche has committed to sustainability initiatives, including plans to become carbon neutral by 2030. The company is investing in renewable energy sources for its production facilities and exploring sustainable practices throughout its supply chain. However, achieving these goals requires a holistic approach that addresses the environmental impact of the entire life cycle of its vehicles. Porsche's journey into the future will require a commitment to transparency and a willingness to engage with contemporary issues. The The company's leadership has acknowledged the need for ethical practices in sourcing materials and labor. To address these challenges, Porsche must prioritize building strong partnerships with suppliers and engaging with communities affected by resource extraction. Furthermore, the company can take proactive steps to educate consumers about the environmental impact of their choices and promote responsible driving behaviors. By fostering a culture of sustainability and responsibility, Porsche can not only improve its brand image, but also contribute to broader societal changes. The history of Porsche is a microcosm of the automotive industry's evolution, marked by remarkable achievements and significant controversies. From its early ties to the Nazi regime and the use of forced labor to contemporary challenges of environmental sustainability and ethical labor practices, Porsche's journey is a testament to the complexities of navigating a changing world. As the brand embraces the electric future, it must confront its past while striving to redefine what it means to be a luxury automaker in the 21st century. The path forward will require a commitment to transparency, ethical practices, and a genuine effort to address the environmental challenges facing the industry. In doing so, Porsche can begin to reconcile its disturbing history with a vision for a more responsible and sustainable future. Ultimately, Porsche's legacy is not solely defined by its history, but by its willingness to evolve and adapt to the changing landscape of the automotive industry. The company's ability to navigate the tensions between luxury, performance, and responsibility will shape its identity for generations to come.